Greetings to my unbelievable VCon family around the world. This is once again your chief in his camouflage shirt, all ready for in-service VCon. Very excited that in a few days I get to jump on a flight, go to Dubai and go to London to watch our team Manchester City beat Manchester United. Alright, those Manchester United fans, don't get upset. Manchester City helps us get BVs and help you max out. Alright, so follow the trail of BV and follow the trail of max out. I'm also very excited because I get to spend 1 week in London with my one and only mentor, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. It's going to be an exciting 2 weeks. I hope to see many of you in Dubai next week. And guys, I'm here in Malaysia today putting the final touches to VCon. We got an amazing VCon stage, planning the most exciting, life-changing event from the 24th of April to the 28th of April in Spice Arena, Penang Island in the beautiful country of Malaysia. VCon Malaysia is already all set, fine-tuning here and there, and if you don't come, you are the biggest moron on the planet. Alright, sell everything, sell your TV, sell your mother-in-law, sell whatever you have to sell, but make sure you register for VCon, get on a flight, a boat, ride a bicycle, run if you have to. If you start running now, wherever you are in the world, you can reach VCon, but run fast. Alright, and come to VCon Malaysia. Guys, this week it's Wednesday message time. I'm very excited, and I was just speaking to my upline and mentor, Dato Sri Vijay, on WhatsApp and phone calls. And I remembered something that he shared with me on these calls, that he kept repeating to me, planning 2018, built to last. He said, don't build the company, build the people. And this message resonated in my mind, that I realized today that as uplines, as networkers, whether you are brand new watching this, welcome to the greatest company on the planet, or you've been around for a long time and you are watching this so to impress your downlines behind you that you are watching the Wednesday message. This message is for everyone, the beginner or the V partner or the max out king, max out queen, wherever you are in the world. Dato Sri's message, which I firmly, strongly, 100% believe and practice, is you're not here to build organizations. We're not here to build a company. That we didn't build QNet, we didn't build QI. We build people. And when you build people, your organization is built automatically. When you build people, your company is built automatically. And built to last, my mantra this year, alright, which I'm saying in every video and every event anywhere in the world, built to last, is not only about your organization, it's not about your commission checks only, it's not about the BVs, it's about the people. So if you realize there's one thing that is consistently in your life throughout your journey in network marketing is people. Whether they are downlines, uplines, crosslines, the V, QNet, alright, me, your gorgeous chief, we are constantly engaging, interacting, learning, teaching, sharing, absorbing, alright, fighting, disagreeing with people. So there's one thing which is unavoidable throughout your journey is people. And you have to recognize one fact, that if you are going to max out consistently, if you're going to achieve financial freedom and become a US dollar millionaire in this company QNet, in this family called the V, then you got to learn that you cannot do it alone. That this is not a Lone Ranger business. That is not a solo act. This is about a team. This is about a family. This involves you, requiring you, mandatory for you to learn a skill, to acquire a skill, to build people. Alright? And if you don't have this skill, if you just treat everyone as manpower in your organization and slap them and push them and say, get the BV, do the presentation, get out there, bring me the BV so I can make the money. This is not a job. This is not a corporation. This is about growth. That you watching this video, from the day you sign up till the day you retire, alright, whether it's 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years like me, alright, doesn't matter. There's one thing which is unavoidable, is growth. That as your organization grows, you have to grow. The longer you work with somebody, you have to grow. That the same techniques, the same methods you used to manage people 10 years ago does not work today. It all depends where they are, what success they are, what stage of life they are. So as an upline, whether you got 1 downline, 2 downlines, or 2 million downlines, or 18 million downlines like me, Dato Sri and Japa, alright, then you have to focus on building people. Because if you don't build people, your leaders, your second level, your third level, then the burden on your shoulder never reduces. That if you are required to be everywhere, every time, every closing, every event, every time there's a training, you cannot cut yourself up and throw around the world. The best, greatest message in network marketing, taught to me by Dato Sri Vijay, is duplication. And what is duplication? Duplication is build your people. And here, this year, you got to focus on build to last. You got to make sure your people are built to last. You got to make sure that whatever you are doing, whatever you are implementing in your network and your system today, it's focused on the people. So right now, anyone watching this video, whether you are 1 week in the business, 1 month in the business, let me tell the fact, all right? Let me tell you the fact that you don't have 300 leaders. You don't have 400 leaders. Majority of us, until the day we die, we rely on 10 to 20 key people around us that is going to help us take our network from 1,000 people to 100,000 people to 1 million people, inshallah to 10 to 100 million people. Now these 16-20 people need to be constantly upgraded. These 16-20 people needs to be constantly built and focus on their growth, and that has to be done by you. Now the new guys signing up, if you are brand new today watching this video, they need to be built at a very basic level by you. So if you look at the number 1 characteristic, the number 1 duty, the number 1 job description, the number 1 KPI, alright, okay, of a networker is to build people. And look at our upline and mentor, Dato Sri Vijay. He has a God-given skill that he sharpens every day, that he is a maestro, a master at building people. And there's one thing I pray I can duplicate effectively from him, is the ability to build people, to take a nobody and make them into a somebody, to take somebody earning 250 and training them to be able to manage an income of 2,500 and one day 25,000, to taking a negative person and turning them into positive, to taking a tired leader and re-energizing them using the BioDis 3. Alright, to taking somebody who has given up and switching them back on again, so they are back focused on financial freedom. Now all of this requires you to have the ability to build people. And the first rule is, don't look at the people, look at yourself. Do you have the energy? Do you have the knowledge? Are you upgrading yourself to be able to build people? And one day you're going to sign up somebody who will look at you and say, hey, I can build you, you cannot build me. Trust me, over 20 years, I have built many nobodies to somebodies. I built tough ones, I built arrogant ones, I built men, women, teenagers, kids, millennials, old people, whatever. And as long as you have that skill to build people, that skill needs to be sharpened. First thing you have to ask yourself, before you can build somebody else, you got to focus on your growth. That you have to grow. There's one thing I've been focused on in 20 years, is constantly growing. Alright? And to grow, you need a mentor. You need somebody who's helping you grow. Before you can build people, you need to find somebody who's focused on building you. Who is that person in your life? Somebody who helps you transform, reinvent yourself and grow every step of the way. When your network is small, you need to be a different kind of person. Network is big, you need to grow, to adapt, adjust, accommodate to it. Now your personal growth, your growth in knowledge, your growth in understanding human nature, your growth in being able to manage the tough people, tough situation, challenging time. How do you stay positive when the whole world is negative? How do you stay switched on when you haven't slept for 3 days? How do you look excited when your checks have dropped over the past 5 weeks? Now this is a skill you have to learn. That your personal constant growth is what is required before you can focus on building others. So you need to upgrade yourself constantly. Now you look at me and say, Chief, you are the greatest. I know. I'm just kidding. Okay, you are gorgeous, Chief. I know. I'm just kidding. Okay, but basically, all right, you ask me, how do I do it? I can't do it alone. I have constantly people in my life like Dato Sri Vijay, all right, who are helping me grow. That you stop growing, the day you stop growing is the day you start dying. That I know a lot of things, but I want to know more. That I've dealt with a lot of people, but I need to reinvent myself when a new market opens, when there are more max out kings and queens, when there are diamonds and platinums I have to deal with. Now first is focus on your personal growth. That it must be constant. That growing is important. And in network marketing, there will never be a time where you are grown up. You will always keep growing. And when you reach that point of personal growth constantly, then you focus on building people. And building people, the first rule, it requires time. This is not a university lecture hall. This is not, you sit there and talk and the other person listen and they go home. That's training. Alright, shut up, listen and do applies to the whole network. But when you're talking about your key people, that is going to take you consistently to max out every week, alright, who's going to help you have an organization that's built to last, then these people need time. Time is the greatest commitment you can give your organization. Right? It is the greatest gift of sacrifice you can make for your leaders. First, you need time. Secondly, you need to decide with that person where you want them to grow. Because growth is very specific. Like I remember when I used to be so comfortable talking and I couldn't keep quiet. Dato Sri said, go back to your house in the mirror, right? Talk less, listen more. And I wrote it. And for 1 year, I talk less. You understand? And it changed me because I started to understand what challenges my network was facing before I gave them a solution. Last time I was too fast to give a solution without listening to them. And to help somebody grow, first you have to listen to them. You got to understand where they want to go, who they want to be, and then you give them the input to help them grow, and then don't go back home and sing Kumbaya with your mother-in-law. You got to stay with them, you got to monitor them, you got to hold their hands. You got to make sure they achieve that goal of growth, financially, personally, personality, characteristics, leadership qualities. And until they reach that point of growth, you have not succeeded. So this is important, that you focus on building people. Then you got some people who are wimps and you want them to be warriors. And every time they face a challenge, they run and hide behind you and you say, don't worry, I am here. No, pull them by your side. Alright? And teach them and guide them how to handle a challenge, how to handle a challenging time. And slowly but surely push them in front and let them take lead as the lead general and warrior for their organization. Alright, then you got people who have bad times and good times, and checks drop, checks grow up too fast, new markets open, challenging downlines who want to break away, all of this. The solution is not you doing it for them. The solution is not you flying in like Superman and coming to their rescue. The solution is you building them to be able to handle that situation. This is the greatest lesson I've learned from Dato Sri Vijay. That there's only one Patman, Dato Sri Vijay always said. Alright? And that Patman cannot be 1,000 places at the same time. But that one Patman has the ability to build another 1,000 Patmans. And then we become the #1 network marketing company in the world. Now I want you to be one of my thousands. I'm serious. The 2018 is built to last. Alright? So focus on building your people, which includes weekly targets, TAT, includes presentation, includes max out, everything. But build people, not organizations, not companies, not checks, not BVs. When you build people, all of that will be achieved automatically. In 2018, very simple, whoever you build, whoever you're focusing on building, make sure they are built to last.